of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. They find some open field here. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Running left, Montgomery. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Fields. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Throwing on third down, Fields. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the fourth down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, 28 yards. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. 6, and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They start on the ground here, and Sanders found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll go again with Sanders. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. In motion left goes Smith. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Sanders will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Officially no gain on the sneak, kind of a wasted play there, and now it's 3rd down.
Let's go now. Read alert, read alert.
Oh, the sneak, it's Hurts. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive. Offensively, wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Quez Watkins there to make the grab. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Back to Montgomery on second down. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Here's Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Play action. It's Fields. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he's got room. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to touchdown. Quez Watkins as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
As we've prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on 2-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on 2-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before the break. Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick-6, and I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick-6.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half will start with a run by Sanders. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. In motion goes the tight end. Second down, here's an option right. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So good coverage there defensively, as it looks like they'll force a punt on this opening drive of the third.
Well, let's coach them up a little bit from right here in the booth. That's exactly what they needed to do. They need to start stringing together some stops, turning the ball over back to their offense, and trying to get back into this game.
Yeah, a couple scores down, but they can eat into that quickly with a nice drive here on the other side. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down on a well-designed play there. That gets him 16 to move the chains. Running right, here's Sanders. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. The carry here for the big tight end. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Quez Watkins, 49 yards. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Now Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Fields. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Fields to commit there for a Chicago first. Here's Fields. Got an open man. It's Pringle. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Throwing again is Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool from 17 yards out. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden...
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Come on, come on. Hey.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A big kick that time, 52 yards, and the Bears take over.
At their own 38-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now Montgomery running right. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here comes Mooney now in the jet sweep. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Fields. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll run with Montgomery, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Ready. 19 tight. 19 tight.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Cup 19.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. So the magic runs out, so to speak. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions, now 3 for 4.
So the defense finally gets to exhale.
Yeah.
Because they were wondering, 3 for 3 getting converted on 4th down. That percentage is way high. They hadn't stopped them at all. Finally, they get a stop. They can get to the sidelines now and rest a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
2nd down, back to Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. On third, here's an option play right. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.